Happy Sunday! Oh, good morning everyone that's already been on here. Oh, good morning. I'm pretty sure that's Kyrie and Tina. Good to see yous. 3 on the camera. Yeah, boy. How are you all feeling? How are you all feeling? You have to excuse me if you see me sitting here like I'm sitting on a toilet. I've done my back again. Starting to pack and sort and sift everything in this house, and yeah, it hurt my back. So if I look like I'm sitting on the toilet, you know why. Oh, so good morning. Oh, good morning, Johnny. Good work on your blog, my friend. Good job on your blog. Good morning, Annette. Oh, what a night, man. Holy shivers. While you wait for some people to get the notification and jump on and all that sort of jazz. Oh, mate, I don't know what type of week you've had, but for a quick rundown of what's happened to me this morning. Good morning, Talisha. Yeah, my week was going really, really good actually. And then on what was it, Wednesday or Thursday, on school pickup run, I was driving to pick up my son and I bloody ran over a snake. I couldn't avoid it, otherwise I would have crashed. So I just had to go, oh God. And I ran over a snake. So that was interesting. So of course Dan Googles all what that's about. And then, because I know in some cultures, it's best practice to go pick up the snake and take it back into the bushland and stuff, but obviously I wasn't in a position to do that. So yeah, I'm sitting there going, you poor thing, I'm sorry. Yeah, but then I had a massive, I don't dream typically. So if you're dreaming a lot at the moment, pay close attention to it, write them down, create a little journal for yourself, that's all important. But I kept dreaming of spiders. So spiders, and what was the other thing? Well, spiders have been significant. Anyway, so that's all cool, and so we all know what spiders mean, and yada, yada, yada. And then yesterday my niece comes running up and says, can I use your shower? Can I use your shower? There's a massive huntsman downstairs. I think I've had to get so many huntsmen out of this house over the last 2 days. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, we did that and all that, and then I've gone to bed, and that's all cool. And it was about 4 o'clock this morning, my son comes screaming in the room, he goes, bloody huntsman, bloody huntsman. And it was like this close to his face, and it was like the size of my hand, it was huge. So here we are trying to do the right thing and get it humanely. So yeah, I literally went back to bed after that, couldn't find it, ended up running away. And yeah, couldn't find it. Still in there somewhere. And then, yeah, so I've literally had an hour and a half sleep, and then I was up and I'm here. So, yeah, everything that sort of has got to do with the elements is happening at the moment. Oh, good stuff, Johnny. Keep going, keep going. Good morning, Kim. Talisha. I don't know who else is going to jump on, say g'day or whatever, but my little get in here, we need to talk. Is to help you guys too, based on our conversations this week. My father's embedding my dreams, imposing his narcissistic self. I understand where you're coming from there, Johnny, but that's a perception thing. I know it feels that way. But everything's come, that's why I want to jump on and do a bit of a collective talk, and I will do a collective reading and all that sort of stuff. And I'm really hoping that I can articulate my words, because I know that everyone's in the thick of it right now. And I even know my private clients that if I get on and give the person that I'm reading for a higher perspective or a little bit of understanding as to what they're experiencing and all that sort of stuff, it's not that it's falling on deaf ears, it's just people aren't in a place ready to vibrationally receive that. A lot of people aren't ready to work their way through grief and through heartache and discord and energetic blockages and all that sort of stuff. So my main mission to jump on today is to help those who are and given the amount of communication I've had with so many people this week, the amount of messages that I've got, I think this may really sort of more so go towards those who are experiencing contrast in connections and relationships and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see where it goes. I do have a little bit of a notes here, but yeah. Look, Johnny, if you want a higher perspective, I know that's your perception, but I feel like your dad's probably coming through wanting to deliver you some form of peace or acceptance or apology or something like that. Because when you do make your transition, no matter how you were in the physical world, you do not take that with you. You're not the same person when you do make your transition. I know it's really hard for people who are still living on this planet to understand, because we are still very much in our ego and we use our free will in our own ways and stuff. But once you make your transition, you release all that resistance. Yes, you have to do somewhat karmic cleanups or something, life reviews and all that when you make your transition, but you don't hold on to the anger, and you're not the person that you were when you were here. So, oh, hello Canada, hello Carol. It's been a while since I've seen felt your beautiful energy. Good morning, Helen. So, like I say, Johnny, I'm not going to sit here and patronise you. You have your feelings and you're entitled to your feelings, and that's the reason why I'm doing this session live today, is because I feel like some people just need a bit of a pep talk, a bit of a support, some understanding, I'm not sure, as to what's going on right now, because a lot of people are experiencing a lot of emotional distress. Myself included. Like, I don't take myself out of this either, but I'm kind of blessed that I do have a very strong connection with spirit, and I do have the tools through years and years of research and all that sort of stuff where I can work my way through. But there's so many of you out there that are friggin' like deers in the headlights. You don't know how to, you know, break through it all. Oh, good morning, Dan. Things are going good. Awesome. How's the job? How's your new job going? So, yeah. Well, I'm glad you need a pep talk, because that's what I'm here for. One thing that was really, really highlighted for me during the week is I was blown away with the amount of people that actually sincerely and from the heart held space for me when I needed someone to talk to. I'm very proud of myself, because it took a lot of pre-paving and preempting on my part to build up the energy to actually ask certain people a question or to get their perspective on something and all that sort of stuff. So, good morning, Jody, you gorgeous soul. Oh, I love that, Dan. Good on you, man. Good on ya. So I always like to pay it back. I believe life is one big, wonderful energy exchange, and those who do work with me on a more spiritual level know that, you know, the more that you help and the more that you inspire and the more you pay it forward in the community, the more that the community and other people will come back to inspire you. Good morning, Les. Thank you so much once again for your wonderful gifts. I really appreciate it. They're amazing. Oh, hello, Jay. That's all cool. That's all cool. I actually did I did it this morning, even though I could have just kept sleeping. I did the live this morning because it's a great way to start the day, for me anyway. I love connecting with spirit. It's good when I do it for myself, for my own day and stuff, but I just get such a kick out of helping others. And like I say, a lot of people are going through a lot of contrast, especially when it comes to relationships and connections at the moment. So I wanted to jump on and sort of give people maybe a bit of a higher perspective and a bit more of an energetic check-in to see where everyone's at and to see if I can help you move forward in some way. So it feels like it's about 100 degrees here already. All right, so we're almost 10 minutes in. If you're going to come back and watch the replay, that's awesome. I hope I do it justice. Thank you guys for being here. The fact that you are here, even though you've probably made the time for it, is the fact that you're probably meant to hear what Spirit want to share with with us all at the end of the day. So, what I was getting channeled over the last 24 to 48 hours, and this is based off the conversations and the connections and the information and the help me Dans that come in through the week. The main mess, and you'll know what it is for you personally. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Have the faith, man. Yeah, if you're having discord, if you're having any sort of clash with other people right now, and it doesn't really matter who it is. It can be friends, it can be co-workers, it can be people down the street. I'm noticing I've had to protect, I had to really shield myself all week this week because I'm seeing a lot of aggression on the road. I saw a really, really bad one. I think it was on Thursday in school pickup. I won't even call him a gentleman actually. This guy was just going off his tits, man. You could hear him from a block away screaming at his kids and screaming at his partner in the car and stuff. And it was just like nerve-wracking. So because I do tend to keep to myself a lot, I notice more stuff about what's going on in the collective, more so than what I'm experiencing in my own personal life. But this conversation is going to be inspired by some people who are watching today and others that, you know who you are, because a lot of you are experiencing contrast with people, with other humans. So the biggest thing that Spirit were trying to get me to relay, and this is going to sound really bullet point form until I get into it, is that we've all got to understand that it's okay not to be ready. Now, to break that down, the way I am perceiving what they're trying to say is that a lot of people are going through their ascension right now. They really are tapping into their true sense of self. They are up-leveling. As a byproduct of their up-leveling, obviously, they are starting to manifest more physical stuff into their reality. So once again, congratulations to my little moonbeams up there that have got their jobs, that have got their partners, that have got the money, that got that trip or whatever. Everyone that's come back and let me know this week of the physical manifestations that you've received this week. Thank you so much, because honestly, I don't need my ego stroked, but it's really nice validation to know that what I'm sharing is happening in people's lives. So I love that. Thanks so much. So yeah, a lot of people are manifesting what they're asking for, but then there's a lot of people out there that are actually manifesting what they see as issues and problems. And, like Johnny said with his dad coming through in his dream, you know what I mean? It's like their worst case scenario coming true for them. So Spirit wants you to know that it's important always to come back to yourself first and foremost, and that you always attract through the point of your own attraction. So that's through the thoughts that you think, the beliefs that you hold, the feelings that you have, the inspired action steps that you take. There's a lot of ego death happening at the moment. So anyone that has walked around or paraded around in ego or whatever, you're probably seeing them cop their karmic debt at the moment too. So you will always hear me say, please be kind to yourself first and foremost, and be kind to others, because there's so much going on. But what I've been noticing over the course of the last week is that people who do have really strong soul ties or soul bonds to others, and like I say, it can be your kids, it can be partners, it can be exes, it can be family members, it can be anyone. Really can be anyone, because we're all one big soul family at the end of the day. What's happening is that we are going head to head with these people. So it's kind of like this person will spit out their thoughts and feelings, and good on you, even if you get that. Yeah, anyway. And then you're coming into rebuttal with that. So you're both trying to see where each other's at. You're trying to understand, hopefully, where each other are at. But what it's doing is it's causing chaos, and it's causing conflict, and it's causing, in some cases, unnecessary separations. It's causing chaos and conflict within the individuals themselves. And it's getting messy. It's getting messy. So, heaps of aggression on the road. 5 days a week, driving clients, and I've been putting shields up frequently. Beautiful, beautiful, Corey. And like I say, there's so many components to it. Like when you're in peace with yourself and everything's going well for yourself, and you're pretty much well aligned, and you see such a contrast. I love that you said that, Corey, because yes, if you're aligned and you're a light worker, everyone's a light worker, in my opinion. Everyone has the potential to spread joy, cheer, support, all that sort of stuff. But if you are high vibrational, more so like me in the 5D reality, it's really important that we do our light worker work right now, our energy work. Like I couldn't do, with this domestic violence thing that I saw the other day, this guy, no matter who it was, I think, was just far too aggressive. You couldn't even sort of even step in, even if you wanted to, I don't think so. And I thought, well, what can I do? So I sat in my car for an extra 5 minutes and I literally sent energetic healing and telepathic messages to the lady. And, you know, she may not have been in a space to receive it, but I could just feel her calling out, help, 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 help. And so I tried to do it on an energetic level. And to me, that just felt like I helped in some way. So even though you're witnessing it, it's really important that you don't lower your vibration to it and that you take a step up at the moment and actually start doing something, even if it's energetic, even if it's through prayer or thoughts or anything like that. I always ask my guides, the collective non-physical energies, to send help to that person. So you just don't feel like you take it on yourself, because the older version of me would have really, really worried about this lady and these kids for days and days and days and weeks, when I know that there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can control about it. You know what I mean? But as a beautiful empathic person, and you guys as well, you know, sometimes that will overwhelm us, and then as we hold on to that energy and that worry and that concern and stuff like that, it starts unfolding in our life. So it's kind of like Spirit are asking everyone right now to take the higher road, so to speak. Hey Denise, did Bubba give you some time off? I love that for you, Corey. I have no doubt that you have been, my love. That's why you and me, you know. So, the point of the story is that you're going to experience, take yourself out of this just for a second. I want to give you a higher perspective on what's going on in the outside world right now. Everybody's going through their ascension. They're going through their karmic cleanups. So some people are going through really big, massive ego deaths. Some people are healing past traumas. Some people are really resisting that right now. And that's their call. That's their call. If they're resisting it and they're coming, if you're trying to express yourself and they're getting really combative, there's no point arguing with anyone right now. There's no point going on head to head. Hey Huda. How you going, babes? So if you're experiencing resistance when it comes to other people right now, please take the higher perspective that they're just not ready to shift. They're not ready to ascend. They're not ready. And if anything, it's your message, it's your sign that you are, that you're ready to go on the ascension. You're ready to do the healing. Is it nice and pretty and fun and all that sort of stuff? Hell no. Hell no, it's not. But it's necessary. And what these current collective energies are encouraging everyone to do is to actually start feeling their emotions, to actually start being honest with themselves. I don't know how many times I said to clients this week, and you guys are probably watching, but I don't know how many times I did say to people anyway, get fucking angry. Like, get angry. A lot of people, and I'm guilty of this, I'm only just learning to do this myself. It's to allow yourself to be angry. Spirit is saying it's not going to affect your manifestations if you get angry. You know what I mean? Most things that you are manifesting in your life is because it's got a very strong momentum to it. It's got a very strong backing to it. You know what I mean? And it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be manic. It's okay to be all those things. You need to know that it's okay, and it's about working your way through it. For me, mine runs pretty deep that I do see a psychiatrist. And even though I go there and I go, I know the spiritual sense and all that sort of stuff, but I still need help as well. So it doesn't matter how enlightened, how connected to source, how religious, it doesn't matter about all that sort of stuff. You're still human. So please, if you could say something to yourselves right now, it's that it's okay to feel how I feel. And if you really want to start working on your inner self, you can go onto Google, download a Esther Hicks emotional scale and use that as your starting point. You can look down the emotional scale and point where you're at, and then just make a promise to yourself that you're going to do what you need to do and pray for the help to move yourself up this emotional scale. You won't go from depressed to joyous. You won't go from, angry to satisfied. You will never in this life make that massive jump. But what is important is that we start working on ourselves to improve ourselves so we can be better community members, so we can actually make a difference in the community and not expect everyone else to come and clean up our mess for us, not expect everyone to be conducive to us, to make us feel better. That was a lot. There's been a lot of expectancy on that coming up as well. So it's kind of like, well, if you just did this and you just did that, then, we wouldn't have this problem. And I get that. But when you go through your ascension and you go through your own spiritual growth and all that, you shouldn't really need anybody or anything to be correct, in alignment, perfect for you to live your life in a happy way. If there's ever contrast, that's where the balance of taking ownership. If someone's saying something to you, instead of getting defensive, it's sort of hitting the home truth, you know what I mean? Instead of getting defensive, you can just acknowledge it. Just say, I see where you're coming from. I didn't realize I was doing that. Let me take a look at that a little bit more. Obviously, communication is going to be key. A lot of people don't have this type of emotional maturity to have these conversations, so you're going to have to pick your people who you do this with. And it's healthy for the other person to sort of do the same, to sort of take ownership. And I'm seeing a lot of people starting to do that, especially the masculines. So if you're a masculine and you're friends with me, or I've done readings for you, or anything like that, love your work, Tigers. Love your work. I'm really loving that the masculines are stepping up right now and actually taking ownership. It's really starting to come out of the woodwork now, so I love that. So it's not all just for girls. Not all just for girls. So what else does Spirit say about that? Yeah, so it's just time to accept that some people just aren't ready. Maybe you need to accept that you're not ready. Maybe you're not ready. And be honest with yourself. If you don't want to put in the energy work, if you don't want to read books, if you don't want to get a psychic session, if you don't want to do anything, fine. Fine. You're just not ready. Find peace with that. Find peace with it. And if you're dealing with someone that you've got a really, really close soul tie, soul bond connection with, and they're not doing anything, just know that they're not ready. They're not ready. Is it a shame? Is it disappointing? Is it agitating? Is it frustrating? Is it all those things? Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I say, you're entitled to feel that way. But at the end of the day, they're not ready. They're not ready. You're not ready. You either need to give time, space, and do the energy work yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's no loss or no scarcity. Everything that I've released in my life, even though it was painful at the time and I felt like I was going into lack and loss and there was injustice and all that sort of stuff, because I just followed it up with the energy work and got the help that I needed and did all that positive juju, I got the manifestation, the byproduct of the evidence of better in my life. So a lot of people aren't sort of allowing themselves to go with that flow right now and basically sit in the moat for a little while. Your castle is always there, and that's what Spirit would love for you all to visualize and keep an eye on, and keep that as your point of your center of attraction, so you can create your point of attraction to meet it. But at the moment, a lot of you are in the moat, and I think Spirit just want to. We know what's going on around the world right now, and the last thing we need to do is amplify it. One centered, grounded, whole, well, not whole, we're never whole, well, in my opinion, one individual person standing fully in their power to the best that they can is more powerful than 1,000 that are not. So if you want to make it your mission to become that, leader of your own life or whatever, you've got to work your way into being ready. And if other people around you aren't ready, there is nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing that you can do about it. Spirit wants you to know too, if you're having discord and you're having arguments with people and they're telling you something, they might say, well, you make me feel insecure, or you didn't do the dishes last night, or you did this or you did that. Spirit wants you to believe them. Spirit wants you to believe them. And if you're on the receiving end of it, you got to believe what's going on around you right now. It's showing you something about your own belief system. And sometimes it's not yet that anyone's been sitting there going, I want an abusive partner, or I want a shit job, or I want, you know, a bombing car, or anything. Nah, that's not even in our nature. That's not even what our spirits are here for. But at the end of the day, if you're sitting there saying, I'm so unlucky, I'm not worthy, I'm not attractive, I don't deserve that, oh, it's been this way for so long, what's going to change? If you stay in that momentum, so it is. So it is. So whatever you believe, your beliefs are just thoughts that you keep thinking. So to shift a belief system, you need to start thinking something different. Did I always believe the things I believe in now? Hell no. I thought law of attraction was a load of crap. I thought it was greedy and all the deadly sins, so to speak. But the more I learned and got understanding and shifted my thoughts so I could shift my belief system and stuff. This is why things work out for me. This is why things work out for me. Not everything, but the things that don't work out are here to teach us something. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. So please, whatever you do, guys, be kind to yourself through this process. And also respect and be nice to others, no matter how much of a butt munch they're being. That's what Spirit want to say. Yeah. And one more thing with that, when it comes to connections and stuff, it's really important to understand that if someone is a source of your problem, or you're the source of someone else's problem, there is no way on earth that you can be each other's source of solution. You can't do it energetically. Can't do it energetically. So this is why getting external help, this is why having time apart to let the dust settle a little bit, allow each individual to, you know, regroup, regather, come up with their own choice and their own decision. The reason why a lot of people keep fighting is because they've got such a fear. They've got a fear of abandonment. They've got a fear of, you know, whatever. A lot of people who have a really strong attachment style, whether this is avoidant, I don't know them off the top of my head, but everybody who's codependent or attached to certain things, they're really going to feel it because it's sort of like a reliancy, and that's all been shattered at the moment. So it's going to be circumstantial to all of you, but yeah. So Spirit just wants you to know that if someone's telling you something, I'm not ready. They're interpreting it as I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And don't argue with it. Believe them. Believe everything that everyone says right now. Believe everyone what they do right now. Believe them. Actions always speak louder than words. So even if they're not verbally saying anything and they're showing you through action, or you're displaying something through your action, you need to believe that person. You need to believe them. Believe them. And then you come back to self. Is that congruent with where I'm going? Is that in alignment with my worth? Maybe that's evidence that I'm seeing right there of someone treating me a certain way, but I know that I feel worthy of that, but I'm settling for that. I'm allowing that because I've got a fear of doing the energy work and the growth and being by myself and actually doing it. So many variables, but that's basically what's happening at the moment. So, you know, I'll never forget the day that I actually stood in my power and I always got criticised because of my abilities and all that sort of stuff. And I remember the day that I first stood in front of family members, because obviously family means the most at the end of the day. I stood in family members and they said, "You're this." And I turned around and said, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am." Because I come into that knowing within myself, and that was the best day of my life. That probably would have been, when was I? Probably about 20 odd years ago. Yeah. They said something and I said, "Yes, I am." Now, if someone says, "Geez, Dan, you've been a pain in the ass," I go, "Yes, I am." Because I'm never perfect either, but you've got to take ownership to some degree. All right, so that's enough of my waffling, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Like I say, just believe them. Believe everybody, avoid conflict, come back to self, and everybody's showing you where they're at. They're either ready or they're not ready right now. You need to respect that. As much as it hurts, as much as it feels like you're going to be alone forever, as much as it feels like you're never going to get that job again or you're not going to get that... You need to know that you're not ready or they're not ready in this current energy. All right, let's get into some collective things, and I'll come back at the end of it, guys, and do some cards for you. But I would love to say that I've had so much evidence through clients that have come to see me, clients, friends, associates, I don't know what to say. I mean, we're all family, but I'm so proud. Like, some people have been coming to see me for over 5 years, and you guys probably don't know this. I said to you online after your reading that I'm so proud of you and stuff, but I really am, because from my point of view, I've seen you from where you've been and where you are now. You need a massive pat on the back. It's absolutely amazing, and I am so very, 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 very proud of you guys. All right, I don't even know what cards I pulled out here, but I'm going to tap into the collective now. My son started taking me back to court to get child custody and reduce his payment. Can you always give me that? I'll do the collective first, Tudor. Oh. I think Spirit just said, just remember your reading that you had the other day. Remember your reading you had the other day. There's a message in that. There, perfect, Johnny. Yep, journaling privately first, that makes it possible. See, and as we learn to do stuff, the more that we learn, the more that we, not perfect, but, you know, and we see the byproduct of it, then we can go and inspire others to do the same. Oh, no, Carol did it? Yeah, internet's been really weird, eh? All right, let's get into this, guys. I'm not meaning to ignore you, obviously. I'm going to tap into channeling mine now. Spirit, can you give me, use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection, and give me something that you feel the collective need to know to help us move forward other than what you just kindly shared. Thank you for your perspectives as well. It's always appreciated. Oh. Literally, I heard a song in my head. The orphan card come out. And they started singing me that song. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. So this tugs at my heartstrings, because I know how that feels, to feel so isolated and alone. But it's required right now. It's really required right now. I think what's happening is a lot of people are realizing that, I don't know how to say this in a healthy way, because sometimes when I give channeled messages, I find I'm contradicting myself, because when I'm living my 3D, my own life, it's not something that I physically do, so I feel like a bit of a hypocrite, but I'm going to say it. You're meant to be alone now, and you've got to stop using other people around you as an excuse as to how you feel. I know that I am coming out of it because I've got physical evidence of beautiful people coming into my life, but I know what this energy feels like when you feel like you can't say anything to anyone. You can't tell anyone anything, because for me and whoever is connecting with this or resonating with this, it's kind of like you say something and it's used against you later on. You say something and then someone puts a title on you, or, you know, that's what this energy feels like. So I don't know if that's how some of you are feeling right now, but like I say, it's if you need to be alone right now, be alone. By all means do that, but get the help and the support that you need. Get the help and support that you need. Yeah. I think they mentioned this a few months ago about everybody getting in touch with that mothering, nurturing side. A lot of people are, because the energy at the moment is very defensive, and I touched on that at the beginning. The energy is very defensive. A lot of people are struggling right now because they're trying to go through their rebirth, but they may not have the resources, the support, the knowledge, the power, their belief system, all that sort of stuff. They don't have that intact. If you have it intact, you won't relate to this message. I'm here to help those who maybe are going through their death and rebirth, so to speak. But the intuition side is really starting to come into play now. So if you are a light worker, you can and my nose is going to start itching. You've got to really start sharing your wisdom and that with other people right now. There is a strong sense that a lot of mothering and nurturing needs to come across the planet. They just literally showed me, even if it's as little as grabbing a plastic bag and going out into Mother Nature and start cleaning up the rubbish that's in the, on the, you know, around. Too much, hang on. Being kinder to ourselves and others. It's about finding ways that you can find peace with where you are. They're really, really trying to calm the chaos here, eh? And this card come out in the pre-shuffle. It come out before and it's come out again, and now it's just fallen on the floor. No place like home. To me, I'm getting this as a spiritual sense. I'm getting this more so as home being the non-physical. It's where you come from. It's where you're going to return to. You come with free will. When you go make your transition, you release all resistance anyway. The journey in the middle is just that. It's a journey of growth. It's a journey of expansion. It's about... another thing that come up during the week as well is a lot of people who have been in this energy are coming out of it, are being encouraged to learn how to co-create, because we do have to co-create with others. We are always going to have external influences around us. So I've got some that are just, they're in this at the moment. I don't know what else I can do except do what I do to help you through that. But if you are coming out of this, then the message is to start sharing your wisdom. You know, Johnny's blog, I'm not sure. I don't want to call anyone out because it still invades privacy to me, but I've got a few people on here that are still hopefully still watching, that are light workers, and they're being asked to go and if you don't do it to people, go do it to the animals. Go do it to the land. Go plant some trees. Go do something that's of benefit for the outside world. Here comes the butterflies. But a lot of you will experience some significant shifts in your physical home, but they want you to take care of your inner home right now. I've got to get tarot on this. A lot of people aren't following their wisdom. Huda, if you're still watching, please know, I know times are very scary right now. I know that there are probably so many personal things that's going on in your lives for yourselves as individuals. I understand the contrast, and it's very scary and it's very fearful, especially if you have no control over it. It's very, the lack of control to me is the fact you may have a health condition. Obviously you can control it to some degree by having tablets and medications and plant medicines or whatever. And you know, especially when it comes to legal matters, you know, that's why I don't predict on it, because it's a judge and there's a judge and jury there at the end of the day. But I need everybody that's watching this, that follows me, that's connected with me, please know that you're going to get justice. I do not say this lightly, because I never try to lure people into a sense of security and to say, oh, well, you know, Dan said that was going to happen and she's been right, you know, a lot of times and stuff like that. So, you know, and because it could go the other way, that happens sometimes too. But I'm feeling probably 89% strong that those who are putting in the energy work, that are doing right by themselves first and foremost, that are doing right by others, that are spending time topping in their own cup up, they're helping in the community, they're paying it forward, and making this world a better place in their own way, you've got karmic justice coming. Those who haven't, those who are showing you their aggression right now, those who are showing you the opposite of vulnerability, I suppose, they're going to get their karmic debt. And as much as we'd love to say, hey, that's revenge, and yeah, they deserve it, and yeah, and all that sort of stuff, by all means, be human and enjoy that moment just for a sec. But at the end of the day, what goes around comes around. Hey, Chris, what goes around comes around. So if people are exhibiting behaviours to you, if people are telling you or showing you through words or action right now where you are positioned in their life, believe them. Believe them. And if you are being rejected, abandoned, anything like that, it's just redirection. It's just redirection. So this can be jobs, applying for jobs, not getting any. You're being redirected somewhere else. You've got long-term friendships, which all of a sudden are busting up or whatever. You're being redirected for a certain reason. You could come back down together a month down the track, 6 months down the track, or 12 months down the track. You can still come back together. It doesn't mean it's always forever, but it depends on the energies and the work that they're doing. What did I say about relationships? Look what come out. I better... Ten of Cups, this come out in every private reading as well. This is beautiful, intimate connections. These are connections and relationships where each other add value to each other's lives. They hold space for each other. They pick up the slack when the other's feeling down. It's equal energy exchange. That's what's coming in for a lot of people. It's coming in the friendship circles. It's coming in the work circles. Work sections, you know what I mean? You put in 30 hours a week and you may be paid for 300 hours. You're going to get financially topped up in the area. So I'm trying to keep it as general as possible because I'm reading for a collective. But at the end of the day, you are meeting your match. If anyone wants to walk away from you right now, they want to cause chaos in your life, or anything like that, it's showing something about yourself. And 9 times out of 10 for me, it's because you've energetically leveled up and they haven't. You know, and people will get the shits. People will get the shits if you say no to them, or don't participate, or don't be manipulated, or anything like that. Just ignore the spammers and the scammers and all that, eh? If they do come on. So anyway, so yeah. So the more you add value to your life right now, the more you'll fill up your cup and the more that you can give to the overflow of it. Look at that. Wheels are turning, baby. Wheel of fortune. You're either heading into fortunes right now and you know it and you can feel it. You're just getting a little bit impatient. You're probably trying to speed up the momentum a little bit too much. If you feel like you're getting a little bit excited and a little bit manic and you're sort of getting ahead of yourself, got to be careful of that energy too, because that energy is like, it's like having an artificial high, you know what I mean? It stays for a little bit, but then you come back down to earth. So, and then all of a sudden, oh God, I'm looking at the absence of it. Oh my God, it's not here yet. And all that sort of stuff. So don't worry, the wheels are turning. To me, this is a karmic wheel. It's up to us right now to tighten, well, they said tighten your purse strings, but that's just symbology for me to, you know, be a little bit more picky as to where you spend your time, your energy, your focus, who you give it to. That people aren't ready. It just keeps coming back to the same thing. You're not ready or they're not ready. Okay, let's go do something else instead. It's time to get a little bit more matter of fact. A lot of people are raising up in their power here with the Ten of Swords. You are being asked to use your sword to cut out the BS, the limiting thoughts, the people, places, things, environments, addictions, habits. Clear out your home. Listen to the signs. Start doing daily non-negotiables. You've got your karmic justice coming in. Lovers, love. Back everything up with love right now. Love is coming to the situation. You are going to be rewarded for anything that you have from the place of your heart, whether it no longer serves you or whether it does. You've released it. You've released it to the universe. You do go through a time of mourning, of grief, of, you know, emotional emptiness, maybe mental tiredness, all that sort of stuff. But when you go through your rebirth and you start topping your cup back up with those things that you do want, because you just experience what you don't want, that Wheel of Fortune, man, it's going to go in your favor, and you're going to get, yeah, you're going to get into the love. You're going to be loved. You're going to be love. You be love, and you will attract love. Do be mindful. There are a lot of people at the moment that are third party energies here. Third parties. I know there's probably a couple of you on here, if you're still here, that can relate. You know, it still boils down to the fact that if someone's not giving you their time, your energy, you know, not responding to you in a way that is helping you feel a little bit settled, anything like that right now, there could be a good chance that there's a third party involvement. Third party doesn't always have to be cheating, lying, and all that sort of stuff. It could be the fact that they're listening to their friends too much. It could be the fact that they're, you know, listening to their ego too much. It could be meddling in-laws. It could be that they're working too much. There's so many energetic reasons. If you want to know the reason for you, book in. But there's so many There's so many things that can create a third party triangle type of situation, but you need to follow your instincts. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to believe what these people are saying to you, especially if you're feeling like you're the one that's being left out in the cold or being treated poorly or unsure or anything like that. Always flip the energies or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, you've got to release it because they're not ready. Not ready. And if you're not receiving what you need, whether it's financially, emotionally, mentally, holistically, spiritual, whatever, you're not getting it, that's because you're not allowing yourself to receive it. And that's an injustice in itself. Because this change is coming anyway. This change is coming anyway. You can either go with the wind. I had some spinny experiences during the week I was on a private reading, and then I had a friend sort of say, oh, we seen tornadoes. That's the other thing I dreamt of. There were spiders and tornadoes. The wind is really communicating with a lot of people right now, so pay attention. Yeah, because there's new offers. This came out last time. There's new offers coming in for everybody. There is going to be peace, but you've got to open yourself up to receive it, eh? I'm going to be honest, the collective energies that I'm reading for who are going to watch this or whatever, I've got a feeling that they're getting in their heads too much. Getting in your head too much. And it's making you feel like that. Alone, isolated. I had those beliefs. I had a belief that no one would ever support me. You know, that everyone was just using me for my gifts. They only want to be friends with me. I literally said it to someone the other day. You know, I had a really strong belief system that I acknowledged this week that, you know, people only want to be around me because I make them feel good. You know what I mean? But if I ask somebody, what's my favorite color? What food do I like to eat? No one would know. No one would know because no one has ever taken the time out to actually ask those questions. So this could be, if you can relate to my story, this could be what you're experiencing right now. But because you've got a fear of lack or scarcity of being alone, you're holding on to driftwood. You're holding on to people, places, things, environments and stuff where there's no growth, there's no expansion. All they're doing is amplifying how you feel inside. That's what's happening. So, yeah, the hangman. Hangman here. Upside down. So we've got the hangman. So you've got to make a choice from this moment forth. You guys are going to stay in indecision. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's always your choice, your free will. There are so many readers out there. There are so many energy healers. There's so many community groups. There's so many beautiful, beautiful, high vibrational spaces out there that have such an open door policy. Their doors are opening up for you, especially if you want to get out of the death experience and go through a rebirth. But it's going to be up to you through your own free will and through your own choice to want better for yourself to walk through the door. And believe, please start believing that you deserve it and you're worth it and you can do it. There's so many people like myself out there right now that have been where you are, and our sole intention at the moment is to help hold your hand and support you from a relatable space. Not, oh, I'm better than you or anything like that. We can relate, and it's from a relatable space. There's so many people who are just about to start doing that for others, which is amazing, and I've been really encouraging that, kicking some spiritual asses, really. But get out there and do it, because at the end of the day, it's about the service, not about you. Do so. You got the Ace of Cups. Your cup is going to overfloweth. You are coming into so much abundance, so much happiness, so much joy, so much peace, so much sanctuary. Whatever you're calling out for now, whatever you're praying for, it's part of this change. It's part of this karmic wheel. You've got to get yourself off it. You've got to get yourself off this karmic wheel of defeat, of victimhood, of making excuses. You've got to start self-loving, self-caring, self-nurturing for yourself. Start reaching out if you need help. Start adding love to everything. Even if the people in your life have been the biggest douchebags known to man, at the end of the day, they're your greatest teachers. So send them love. Send everybody love right now. Do you have to hang around them? Do you have to do anything with them or whatever? No, you don't. But it takes a stronger, spiritual, mature, aligned person to love everyone where they are. Leave it at the door. I call it my spiritual full stop. Put your spiritual full stop on it and move about your day so you can top your own cup up and give from the overflow. But I'm telling you now, some of you do have a really good offer coming in the next... There's been a majority that's got it. Yeah, money. Money. You're going to get money, love, or arguments. Love, money, or arguments. Yep. Got springtime. We're in spring now. So this is where these massive shifts are coming in. Your desires will fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom, no matter where you are. So a lot of you need to still focus on working on healing your inner child. There's still the dietary adjustments here as well. But this has come out in every reading too, but a lot of you are stepping up into the spiritual teacher type role. That's why they made me get on here this morning as well. They really want me to step up into that teacher role. I don't like that title because I just help others through the clarity of my own example. But yeah, honestly guys, if you are thinking about doing this and helping the community in any way, I'll remind you all, like Spirit told me many moons ago, is that you may not feel like you know as much as others, but you know more than some. So go and help that some. Yeah. So we've got the distorted masculine. So this is aspects of yourself in your masculine role. To me, this is vulnerability. A lot of people think it's weak to be vulnerable. Hey, I'm working my way out of that as well. But this is any distorted part of yourself that you know isn't serving you well right now. And we've got the yin and yang. So this is the balancing of the scales. I do see when it comes to the Lovers card and the Ten of Cups, these are some very beautiful divine unions that are coming in. Very beautiful. I think I said it right at the beginning. It's kind of like when you're having a down day, I'll hold space for you. They just told me trust. So a lot of people are working up their trust. We actually got sexuality and sexual freedom. I won't show the cards because I'm a bit of nudity in there, even though I know you will probably want to see it, but probably not good. But there is union. There's divine union, divine counterparts coming in, whether it's platonic, whether it is intimate, whether it's between you and a job or a career or whatever. But they're wanting everybody to start freeing themselves up, you know. But the balance is definitely coming in here. It's yin and yang energy. If it's about accepting other people, that you're going to meet your match, but they're not going to be perfect. Yeah, because so much, yeah, get out there and start dating. Trust me, in the dating world, fun. But it's about being playful in it. So all my fellow singles out there, if you're hitting the dating scene and you're getting to know people and all that sort of stuff, it is very difficult when you're intuitive because you can be having a date with someone and they're telling you something to your face and you sit there and go, that is the biggest load of shit that I've ever heard. But, you know, you're just trying to be polite and all that. And at the end of the day, you go, oh, God. So all this is going to be illuminated. Illuminated. But I do see some really positive dating. If you are single and you're as aligned as you can be, knowing that no one's perfect, everyone's going through it. But I think it's about coming together with people who actually want to go on the journey with you, whether it's friends or whether it's not. But please, whatever you do from this moment forth, when it comes to intimate connections and stuff, don't go back to sloppy seconds. Please don't go back to sloppy seconds. You know, you've got to be really careful at the moment. A lot of people are going back to their karmic or trying to save a karmic relationship. You'll never save a karmic relationship. Your karmic relationship has only meant to come to you to teach you something about yourself and to teach that other person something about themselves. So, yeah. I love that, Dan. See? That's perfect, Dan. See, resources, money, support, value. Value can come in so many different ways, and I love it that you had that broader perspective to acknowledge that. So even though I say you got money coming, you know, the fact that an organisation helped you, that's exactly the same thing. Look at you go. And Denise, you're picking up what I'm putting down here, eh? All right, let's get some deities. Apparently, I've been working with Archangel Metatron a lot this week because he helps me with my blocks of thought and my sort of structuring of words and stuff like that. But I've also got Tara, so it'd be interesting to see if she comes out here. Let's go. Spirit, can we have 3 deities? Yeah, I'm surprised. All right, we've got Kuan Yin. So it's about care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. What I say right at the beginning, the long way round. It's about being kind and compassionate to yourself. Be that way towards others, no matter how much of a douchebag they're being or whatever they're trying. It's like saying no to the conflict and the chaos. And if someone's coming at you right now, or there's any discord, you know, believe them. Believe them. And then we got Paul the Venetian. So we got experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So if you are someone that's just about to step up in your power, okay, see you there. Have a good day. Thanks again. So yeah, if you're receiving actually the opposite to the contrast, if you're actually receiving inspiration, maybe you're being pulled in a certain direction or to go and do a certain thing, follow it. Follow it at the moment. And then we've got the Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek, so trust what you know. It's all about following your intuition. Trust me, it's not easy. It's not easy. Do you know how many times I didn't follow my intuition and I'm freaking psychic, I should have seen that coming, but you know, we can't predict our own futures because we've got to live them as well. But our intuition, we follow it, man, and if it's smack on, it's usually smack on. So that's that. All right, to wrap this up, you guys, I'm going to pull a medicine heart. I hope you got something out of it. Yeah, Dan, can that same organisation help Johnny as well, just in case you don't see that? And I love how hungry you're getting, Johnny. You're actually asking for help. Good on you, man. That's growth. That's growth. All right. So the medicine heart, we've got this one. Isia, Threshold of Isis. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's see. It's getting bloody hot out here. And I literally opened up to the page again as well. So the spiritual realms are in active communication with your heart. Genuine spiritual guidance will always bring you back to your authentic self, your unique journey, and how to heal, empower, and express your soul with love. That is your rightful realm of personal engagement. If another is attempting to entangle you in drama, firmly and cleanly orient yourself in your rightful inner place of spiritual empowerment. Cultivate compassion whilst focusing on your own life, heart, and purpose. Do not allow words or actions cast from the delusions of hate, fear, or jealousy to undermine your commitment to your path. A significant threshold is soon to be crossed, so stay true to yourself while embracing change. The end. You may have to come back and re-watch that, but I think that gave you a very beautiful, beautiful overall message to the 3D message that I just gave. Oh. All right. So yes, I will get into some readings. Of course I will. I've got to watch my battery though, because it's going to go whoop. So yeah, guys, I hope that helped you again. If you do have any questions or anything that you want to ask me now while I'm here, please, by all means, ask away. Please remember that I do not predict on legal or medical stuff, but I can ask Spirit what it is they feel you need to know right now. If you do want to book in for a private session, in the description box below is my website. You can do that. Or if you'd like to leave a kind donation, which is going to help me get me to Albuquerque and Sedona. That's where I'm going to be going next year. All donations and that offered and provided through there go directly towards that. So I thank you. It's not necessary, you're not obligated, but some people like to pay it forward, and if that's the case, then yeah, that's all down below. Oh, I'm glad. Chris, how are you, babes? All right, Denise, you're the first name that popped up. All right. Just anything, Denise? Anything? Denise. Spirit, can we have something for Denise? Oh. Oh, look, I have to laugh because obviously I did you a reading not long ago. So please know that there is a new love connection coming in for you. You are still obviously working your way out of turning your back to a lot of unwanted things in your life right now. You just be mindful and know that you will experience the up and down, up and down, up and down. Spirit, the main message from Spirit for you is to take care of your physical self right now. So I know it's hard when you've got, you know, a little one and other commitments and all that sort of stuff, but I think you have been honouring this. So they do want to honour you for what you've been filling your time with. But they're just saying make sure you honour yourself. Make sure you honour yourself and you try, I mean, even 10 to 15 minutes just to do a quick meditation. When I first started, obviously I had a lot of commitments and I had to do it like late at night or set my alarm earlier in the morning or something like that. But please know that there's a new relationship coming in, and winner chicken dinner here. You are going to get your karmic reward. You're going to get your karmic justice, darling. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Could you please let me know if I will be reunited with family or should I just leave it in the past and move on? All right. So that's a really good question, Dan, actually, because at the end of the day, everything in our life is alignment. So Spirit very, very rarely will say, nah, you're not going to talk to your family ever again and you should just leave it in the past and move on. They don't tend to do that. Hang on, let's have a look. They just told me half and half, Dan, so I don't know what's going on there. I think that the more better that you do for yourself, it's going to piss some people off in your family, but others will be proud of you. So I'm sort of going half and half here. At the end of the day, I think you have I don't know what your relationship status is, but I do think you have a really wonderful, beautiful connection coming in for you here. I think it's they're kind of saying that when you get into this connection or this relationship, it's sort of like their family becomes your family in some way. So when it comes to yours, though, because it's just saying you just do you, boo. Just do you, boo. Focus on yourself. Get your own safety, security, and stability up first and foremost, because the byproduct of that is not only will you feel really proud of yourself and it'll show evidence of all what you've worked your way out of, you're actually going to meet your match. If it's not an intimate relationship, it could be just good friendships and stuff too. It's hard to say without digging too deep into it. But I do see a lot of really independent, hardworking people coming in for you. But there is a connection. I just feel like there's a new family coming in as well. So yes, you will maybe reconcile or come back into union or connection with some family members, but probably not all. So I hope that helped you. All right, Johnny. Spirit, something for Johnny. Yeah, you're going to receive the help that you need. So I loved it, that fact that you said to Dan, can that organisation help me? Because keep doing that, because the more that you ask, the end of suffering is going to come in for you, the end of lack, the end of sort of resistance. You're breaking down your resistive walls, and you're going to get some money from your work. So you are at a really, really, really good turning point for yourself. Look at that, backed up by the King of Pentacles here. So, yeah, keep working at what you're working at, because there is abundance. You are breaking generational curses, if you can say it that way. But I'm noticing this a lot in a lot of people at the moment. They're breaking generational stuff. And I see you in the next probably 3 years especially, hopefully enjoying the journey, but actually living what you consider to be this type of lifestyle. You know, some people want the mansion, some people are happy with it just out in the woods. It's gonna be different, but keep going. You're welcome, Dan. So you might have to just keep asking, because All right, Kim. Oh no. Kim. Yeah, you go, girl. You're stepping out of this time of being quiet, meek, you know, whatever. You'll really follow your internal guidance. Spirit are talking to you really hard, fast, and especially through nature at the moment. You are going to be rewarded because you've tapped into your strength here. You know that you've got a mission that is bigger than yourself going on right now. You're in the Page of Cups, so you're still trying to sort of sift and sort and identify what this means to you, what this means to the world around you, what this means. I just keep hearing what this means, but it's coming in for you. They just told me lightning's very significant, so you may see lightning, or there may be some connection with the energy from lightning here. People are going to try to talk about you and gossip about you and try to pull you down, but your karmic lesson here is to keep rising up and just say you join me where I am or you leave me alone. You are heading toward your empire as well. This card will probably keep coming out for every single person here because we're at different stages of our own energetic timeline when it comes to our learning and education and understanding and all that sort of stuff. But we are all in this together, and this is our potential for everybody. So it's time to start creating what you guys are creating. But Spirit, for you, Kim, are mostly saying that you won't have to use your sword anymore. It's just I'm finding my terra firma. I'm really clearly identifying what my skills and my strengths are, and I'm moving forward, and I don't care. You know, you're just going to understand that some people are ready for it, some aren't, and you just don't have an emotional attachment to that. So you go, girl. You're welcome, Kim. Angela. Spirit, something for Angela, please. Something for Angela. Money from work, career shifts, whatever you've been nurturing. I hope you've been nurturing. I feel a little bit of indecision around in your energy. Not knowing what to do, if it's going to come in. I feel like I'm being split, my energy split when it comes to, I have my faith in that, but I don't know, there's something split here. But something that you're nurturing, whatever you nurture at the moment, whatever you want to put yourself out there and into, it's going to pay rewards for you. Angela? Yeah, there's going to be some really nice reconnections coming in for you as well. Equal energy exchange kind of relationships. Oh, I feel stuck in your energy, if I'm honest. I don't know whether you're going through a bit of a dark night of the soul. But Spirit just are saying to you, Angela, just to keep your eye on the prize. Keep focusing, paying attention to, visualizing, getting to the emotional space of what it is that you do want, because that's actually going to come in for you. Everyone's being guided at the moment to start placing their order with the universe. My throat chakra wants to close up with you too, Angela. So maybe you're having struggles with communication with within yourself or others here. But I do see you coming out of this sort of hermit type energy. This could be just resistance to abundance. This could be resistance to a better change as well. So even though a lot of times people want predictions on the physical stuff, I think you're wanting peace or security or to be heard or something on an emotional sense. But please know that that's coming in for you. Attractive. So everybody should probably really work on your chakras and all that sort of jazz too. Carol, I felt like I said that like I was an astute mother then. I don't know whether your mother or grandmother has passed and she was very strong, so I felt like I was like, Carol. Spirit wants you to, what was that message now? Because as soon as I saw your name, I saw this very strong female energy come in and they're going, Carol, Carol. I feel like I want to say start loving yourself more. Let's get some cards. Yeah. Carol, if you need external help to help you work through your emotions or through your resistance, I would really encourage you to do that, because I feel like I have an ancestor that's stepping forward and they see you suffering, or they see you stuck or stagnant or upset or feeling less than or feeling vulnerable or something. And I feel like if I'm you, I don't know how to get myself out of it. And I could be completely wrong because I'm only reading energy. But your ancestors basically come down with a size 10 spiritual boot to say, Carol, get your shit together, kind of thing. Because I feel like in some ways they're seeing and viewing you, this could even be a guide, viewing you as keeping yourself in some type of self-imposed prison. Whereas if you take care of your emotional self and you actually put yourself in places where you are actually heard and actually listened to, a lot of people around you at the moment are probably just hearing you and then thinking of what they're going to say next, you know what I mean? So they're not listening to you, they are hearing you, but it's like you don't even get to say what you want to say authentically because they're already thinking of their comeback. So I don't know whether that's true, but this woman, she's coming through really strong. She wants you to remember your worth. She wants you to remember who you are, and to start topping your cup up. Look, I'm going to tell you anyway, darling, I get where you're at right now, but you're coming into more better emotional times, the temperance here. To me, temperance represents wishes fulfilled, positive manifestation, the end of a karmic cycle into karmic rewards. But if we're feeling less than, stuck, nothing's happening, everyone's against me, the world's against me, if we got that sort of momentum going, and so it is. But Spirit is saying, and I got a feeling this is more like grandmother or great-grandmother type feeling. She's coming down. She's really trying to guide you right now. She just wants you to be happy. You've taken on too many burdens, and the judgment card here. So it's going to be, she basically just said you're going to be your judgment call as to what you choose to do from now on, but you are manifesting exactly what you're asking for right now. So is it more of the same, or is it going to be more emotional stability and security for yourself? So yeah, I hope that helped you, Carol. Oh, your grandmother passed. Well, yeah, it was definitely your grandmother. Definitely your grandmother. Yep. Huda, something for Huda, Spirit. Something for Huda. I might have to jump off shortly though because my battery's getting real low. Yeah, new starts, new beginnings. Don't worry about the toxic energy that you're dancing with at the moment. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. I won't air your personal stuff. I know it's not a nice feeling to feel like you've been doing the right thing and doing what's right for you, and somebody thinks that they can come and just take that all away from you. It's not going to happen. If anything, they're going to owe you. They're going to have to pay you. They're going to have to put their hand in their bank account. They're going to have to take time out of their day. Yeah, because this energy is toxic. Toxic, toxic, toxic. If you release the need to control this, my love, and I know how hard it is, but release the need to control it, Spirit have your back. They will definitely take care of you. Definitely. I don't know if it makes you feel like a victim right now, but that's the worst space that you can put yourself in. You're not a victim at all. You're not a victim. It takes two to tango. There's always equal energy exchange, but because you're putting in all the time, effort, and energy into this, and they're not, then they're going to get their karmic debt, darling. It's law. It's karmic law. Yeah. Rise up into your power, darling. Rise up into your power. I do feel like there is going to be a fair outcome for all involved that is the result of this. But I think the energy that you're dealing with is just peed off that they've put themselves into a position that they're not happy with. You know, if they didn't want this to happen, then they should have put something on it. And they should have made choices on their own behalf. But, you know, life's an energy exchange. What he's doing at the moment, darling, he's beating himself up, but he's taking it and projecting it onto you. So don't take ownership of it. Stand in your power. Make the right decisions for you and your immediate tribe. Focus on where you're going to move to, what you're going to do, because I see this person having to put their hand in their own pocket. All right, Dan, awesome. So, yeah, Huda, I know how hard it is, darling, but, you know, Spirit have your back. They really do. All right, my loves. I'm sorry if I missed you, but I will have to love you and leave you because I'm literally going to run out of batteries shortly. So I hope someone got something out of that. I really, really appreciate your ongoing support, you guys. And thanks for everyone that's been there for me this week, for the kind gifts and just liking or leaving a comment or something on any of my social medias, because we are working against an algorithm as well. But I'm not one to bribe anyone. I don't want to say, like this page and you get a reading. That's not how I work. I believe like attracts like. And but if you do want to share the energy in any particular way, even if it's not financially, it doesn't have to be. It's just either just hitting the like or subscribing or doing something positive like that, because, yeah, at the end of the day, unlike many others, I'm not necessarily reading tarot, I'm reading energy, so I need energies on the page. So I hope you all got something from that. If you do want to book in, like I say, the links are down below. And if anyone does leave a coin donation, then that goes directly towards my trip to Sedona next year. So it does go to a good cause. But anyway, please know that I love you. Go back and rewatch this a couple of times if you need to. But if people are showing you their true colours right now, just believe them. If they're telling you that they're not ready, they're not this, they're not that, believe them, and vice versa. If you're telling somebody that and they're not believing you, then you just got to take the higher ground and just keep moving forward. Keep your head up and keep your eye on the prize. I'm not sure yet, Dan. I'm not sure yet. I'm still articulating all that. So, hi, Jeanette. No one reads tarot better than you, in my humble opinion. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Well, I'm not actually. Well, I kind of am reading tarot. They're just my guide. They're just my guide. You'll probably see a lot of people. I'm starting to scribble too, so you'll probably see some mediums and stuff. The way that they sort of just keep the connection and keep the bond with the channel messages is that they do little tools, little like scribbles and stuff. I'm starting to do that as well, but I just need the cards to keep a timeline. Oh, that'd be cool, Dan. Yeah. Absolutely. That'd be awesome. Oh, does she, Johnny? Yeah, no, well, my ultimate goal is to go to a powwow. I would love to go to the Gathering of Nations, but from the people I've been corresponding with and stuff, they actually recommended that I actually go to a more intimate, like a smaller kind of space. So I'm definitely going. I definitely want to go between Albuquerque and Sedona. So anything else around that, we'll see. But yeah. Okay, I will, Dan. Thank you. I will. Would it be cool? Would it be cool if we met? That'd be amazing. Johnny, you'll be rich and famous by then, mate. You'll be able to fly. You can fly there. That's so cool. All right, my loves. Have an amazing Sunday. I love you all. Thank you all so much once again. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah, take care. Have fun. Bye.